political story that has people talking in government offices, business circles, social gatherings, and across social media platforms. A story that raises questions, fuels speculation, and leaves many citizens wondering what may be happening behind the scenes of the nation's political landscape. At the center of the discussion are two of the most recognizable figures in Zimbabwean politics, President and Vice President. Recent public appearances, political developments, and growing discussions among commentators have generated renewed attention toward the relationship between leadership influence and the future direction of governance. It is important to note from the beginning that much of the conversation currently taking place is based on public observations, political analysis, and speculation, rather than confirmed changes in government leadership. Nevertheless, the intensity of the debate demonstrates how closely Zimbabweans continue to follow developments at the highest levels of national leadership. In recent weeks, observers have pointed to moments where Vice President Chiwenga's presence at major events appeared to attract extraordinary public attention. Political commentators noted the reactions of crowds, the focus of cameras, and the widespread discussions that followed various appearances. For many observers, these moments became more than ordinary political events. They became symbols interpreted in different ways by different audiences. Supporters of the government argue that such attention is entirely natural. They point out that senior leaders are expected to receive significant public interest, and that speculation often grows whenever prominent figures appear together at important national functions. According to this view, public attention should not automatically be interpreted as evidence of deeper political developments. Others, however, see the situation differently. They argue that every gesture, every appearance, and every public interaction is being carefully examined because citizens are naturally curious about the future. In an environment where political developments often generate significant public interest, even routine events can become subjects of intense discussion. The atmosphere surrounding recent appearances has therefore become a story in itself. Political analysts have observed that public perception can sometimes become as influential as official announcements. When citizens begin discussing leadership dynamics, those discussions can quickly take on a life of their own. Throughout Zimbabwe, opinions remain divided. Some believe the speculation is exaggerated. Others insist that public interest reflects genuine curiosity regarding future political developments. Regardless of where individuals stand, there is little doubt that the conversations have become increasingly widespread. Across social media platforms, thousands of comments continue to appear each day. Videos are analyzed frame by frame, speeches are examined line by line. Public appearances are discussed in extraordinary detail. Supporters and critics alike search for clues that might support their respective interpretations. For ordinary citizens, the debate often reflects broader concerns. Many people are less interested in political personalities than they are in questions of economic growth, employment opportunities, public services, and national stability. As a result, discussions about leadership frequently become discussions about the country's future direction. Several analysts have emphasized that leadership transitions, succession debates, and political speculation are common features of political systems around the world. What makes Zimbabwe's situation particularly compelling is the level of public engagement. Citizens remained deeply invested in understanding how national decisions are made and what those decisions could mean for future generations. Meanwhile, President Mnangagwa continues to carry the responsibilities and pressures associated with leading the nation. Every policy announcement, every public appearance, and every political development is scrutinized by supporters, critics, and international observers alike. Such scrutiny is not unusual for national leaders, especially during periods when public discussion becomes particularly intense. At the same time, Vice President Chiwenga remains a significant figure whose public profile naturally attracts attention. His role within government, his history of public service, and his position within national leadership ensure that his activities are closely followed by citizens and commentators alike. The result is an environment where perception and reality often become intertwined. A simple appearance can generate headlines. A speech can inspire countless interpretations. A photograph can become the subject of national debate. In today's information age, political narratives can spread rapidly and evolve within hours. Observers caution against rushing to conclusions. They argue that responsible analysis requires patience, evidence, and a willingness to separate confirmed facts from speculation. While public curiosity is understandable, definitive conclusions should be based on verifiable information rather than assumptions. Yet despite these warnings, the fascination continues to grow. Citizens want answers. They want clarity. They want to understand whether the current discussions represent ordinary political interest or something more significant. As the nation watches, every development receives careful attention. Political gatherings attract heightened interest. Official statements are closely examined. Public reactions are monitored. Journalists, analysts, and citizens all seek a clearer picture of the political landscape. What makes this moment especially emotional for many Zimbabweans is the sense of uncertainty that accompanies intense public speculation. People naturally seek stability and predictability. When questions arise about leadership dynamics, those questions often resonate far beyond political circles. Families discuss the issues around dinner tables. Workers debate them during breaks. Students analyze them in classrooms. Business leaders monitor developments while considering economic implications. The conversations extend across every corner of society. Whether the current speculation ultimately proves meaningful or fades over time, it has already revealed something important. Zimbabweans remain deeply engaged with their country's future. They care about governance. They care about leadership. And they care about the decisions that will shape the nation in the years ahead. As we continue following developments, one thing remains clear. Public interest shows no signs of slowing down. The questions continue, the debates continue, the analysis continues. For now, no official announcement has confirmed any dramatic shift in power. Nevertheless, the discussions surrounding leadership influence and the future direction of national politics continue to dominate headlines and conversations throughout the country. The coming days and weeks may bring greater clarity. They may answer some of the questions currently being asked, or they may create entirely new discussions that further shape the national conversation. Until then, Zimbabwe watches closely. Citizens listen carefully. Analysts continue their assessments. And the nation remains focused on understanding what the future may hold. As the debate continues to intensify, many observers are beginning to focus not only on what is being said publicly, but also on what is not being said. In politics, silence can sometimes become as powerful as words. Every delay in responding to speculation creates additional room for interpretation, and every unanswered question encourages new theories to emerge. Across the country, citizens continue searching for signs that might help explain the growing atmosphere of uncertainty. Some point to recent political gatherings. Others focus on speeches, public appearances, and interactions among senior officials. While none of these observations provide definitive answers, they have become fuel for a national conversation that shows little sign of slowing down. Political commentators have noted that in Zimbabwe is entering a period where public expectations are increasingly shaping political discourse. Citizens want reassurance, they want transparency. Most importantly, they want confidence that the nation's future remains secure and stable, regardless of whatever political discussions may be occurring behind the scenes. The emotional aspect of this story cannot be ignored. For many Zimbabweans, politics is not merely about individuals occupying positions of authority. It is about families hoping for economic progress. It is about young people dreaming of opportunities. It is about communities seeking development and stability. Whenever questions arise concerning leadership, those questions naturally affect how people view the future. That is why recent speculation has attracted such extraordinary attention. People are not simply discussing personalities, they are discussing possibilities. They are discussing potential outcomes. They are discussing the direction in which they believe the country may be moving. Meanwhile, supporters of both President Mnangagwa and Vice President Chiwenga continue defending their respective perspectives. Some argue that the current leadership remains firmly united and focused on national priorities. Others believe the growing speculation reflects genuine political discussions taking place within influential circles. The truth, many analysts suggest, may be more complex than either side is willing to admit. One veteran political observer recently remarked that periods of uncertainty often reveal more about public expectations than about political realities. Citizens project their hopes, concerns, and frustrations onto events, sometimes creating narratives that become larger than the facts themselves. This observation appears particularly relevant today. As speculation continues, every action receives heightened attention. A handshake becomes a headline. A public appearance becomes a national discussion. A speech becomes a source of endless interpretation. Such is the reality of politics during moments of intense public interest. Yet amid all the debate, one fact remains undeniable. Zimbabwe's political future continues to generate enormous passion among its citizens. Regardless of political affiliation, people care deeply about the decisions being made today and the consequences those decisions may have tomorrow. As analysts continue examining developments, some have urged citizens to remain patient and cautious. They warn against accepting rumors as established facts. They encourage the public to rely on verified information while recognizing that political speculation often flourishes during periods of uncertainty. Still, the public appetite for answers remains strong. Every day brings new discussions. Every development generates fresh analysis. Every statement produces new interpretations. The story continues evolving, and with each passing hour, interest appears to grow rather than diminish. Observers have also noted that moments like these often test the strength of institutions. When speculation dominates public conversation, citizens look to leaders, government agencies, and official communication channels for clarity. The effectiveness of those institutions in addressing public concerns can play a significant role in shaping confidence and stability. For now, however, many of the questions remain unanswered. Is the atmosphere changing because of genuine political developments or because public perception has amplified ordinary events into something larger? Is the speculation revealing hidden realities, or is it simply reflecting the natural curiosity that accompanies high-profile political figures? These questions continue to dominate discussions across Zimbabwe. As evening falls and the nation reflects on another day of intense political conversation, one thing becomes increasingly clear. The story is no longer just about individual leaders. It has become a broader reflection of public hopes, national expectations, and the enduring importance of political leadership in shaping the country's future. Whether the speculation eventually proves significant or not, it has already accomplished one thing. It has reminded the nation how closely citizens follow the actions of those entrusted with leadership responsibilities. It has demonstrated the powerful connection between public perception and political reality. Zimbabwe continues to watch, the conversations continue, the questions continue, the anticipation continues. And somewhere between speculation and certainty, between perception and reality, between rumor and fact, a nation waits for the next chapter of a story that has captured its attention like few others before. As developments unfold, we will continue bringing you balanced analysis, careful observation, and the latest updates surrounding this important national conversation. Stay with us as we follow every development and every twist in this evolving political story. If you appreciate the time, effort, and dedication that goes into bringing you the latest news, breaking stories, and important updates every single day, please take a moment to subscribe. Your subscription is more than just a click. It is a sign of support for independent reporting, honest discussion, and a growing community of viewers who believe in staying informed. Every news report we produce is created with the goal of keeping you updated on the stories that matter most, and your support helps make that possible. If you have not subscribed yet, please press the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an important update. That way, whenever breaking news happens, you will be among the first to know. To our loyal subscribers, thank you for standing with us. Your views, comments, likes, and shares continue to inspire us to work harder every day. You are the reason this channel continues to grow and reach people across the country and around the world. So if you believe in what we do and want to help us continue delivering the news you can trust, please subscribe today. Thank you for your support, thank you for your trust, and thank you for being part of this amazing news family.